Josh, you're back there this whole time. We're gonna unbox this thing. It is no surprise, I suppose, what's in this box.
I don't know.
Although some of you have wondered, what are we gonna do for a shower? And honestly, we haven't had showers for the last 3 years in our rigs. We didn't have it in the truck camper. We didn't have it in the casita, but we've always had a water pump with an external rinse capabilities, even though the water was never hot. So in the van build, we don't actually have an external shower capability. So I reached out to Road Shower, and they graciously, you don't have to open it like this. So they graciously supplied us with a Road Shower 4. This is the standard version. I'm going to unbox it for you. How do you guys know that there's nothing in there that's going to break?
Mila, let's not go in the middle there.
Aha, there we go.
I call it.
Look at this cool fancy thing. This is, oh cool, there's a little temperature sticker gauge.
Cool.
In the box we've got
Ooh.
the Road Shower 4. This is basically an aluminum water tank that has a shower spigot,
And phone.
or really just a hose attached to it
A hose?
with a sprayer.
That looks like our hot glue gun.
There's a little air valve where you can pressurize it, and then on this end we have a brass connector
See?
that the hose is attached to with a valve on it. They can turn off and on. And then over on this end you have,
And on.
oh, that's on there tight.
And
I think it came with a tool. Comes with this tool, which is a wrench that you use to open and close the cap. Try not to get any of this foam in there.
I wish I could see it like this. So I could be behind the camera and be the cameraman.
There's a warning sticker.
I
took it off.
have an
but
idea.
we should look
I can take off the warning sticker.
and see what the warning says.
Oh no, it's snowing! It's snowing! Daddy, it's snowing!
So this cap is actually really heavy duty. This is looks like it's milled out of a solid piece of metal. Basically the inside is just a big sealed water tank. There are these channels that are on the bottom and on the side, so you can mount it either way, either directly on top of something or on the side of something. Let me see what the hardware comes with.
4 long carriage bolts, 4 short carriage bolts, 2 mounting brackets, and 2 spare pads. It comes with a spare hose clip.
And it also came with this. The board cage.
Okay, so here's some of the mounting brackets.
Hey, Mommy.
Here's the big ones and the small ones. I'm guessing, depending on what kind of bars you're mounting these onto, you'll use different sizes, right?
Yeah, it says they gave you 4 extra.
Give you extra ones?
Yeah.
And the carriage bolts, they slide in. I'm guessing they slide into the channel.
Yeah.
And then you tighten the bolts up to it. Cool. Alright, so looks like the installation is fairly straightforward. But let's test this out to see how it works.
Okay, take care when opening the cap for the first time, as the tank may be pressurized.
Yeah, I heard a little pressure,
Okay, be
but
sure-
it wasn't too bad.
Be sure to open the black on-off elbow handle to the horizontal position and pull the nozzle trigger to release before
I see.
removing the cap.
This is how you do it. Okay. So there's a couple ways to pressurize this thing. You can pressurize it by filling water in here and then using like a bike pump or any kind of air compressor that's got like a bike valve, or you can use just your city water pressure to pressurize it, because it comes with this female to female garden hose adapter, and you take your nozzle off of this hose, screw this on till it's tight, and I'll grab a garden hose.
It says it's safe for drinking. If you want to use it for drinking water, we just have to sanitize it first. So it's food grade hose.
Yeah. And
it's
then
aluminum.
you screw this side onto the city water. And I think you should just be able to push water through this hose into the tank, and then the water pressure from the water line will pressurize the water
I'm
in
going to
here.
read that section. Pressurizing with your garden hose. You can fill and pressurize the road shower by attaching your garden hose to the unit's hose. Remove the spray nozzle first. Attach the female to female garden
Okay.
hose connector.
Done
Make
that.
sure the black handle is open.
It's open.
Okay. Turn on your garden hose. After
Okay.
a minute or so, check the pressure on your Schrader valve with the tire pressure gauge. Turn off the incoming hose water when the pressure reaches 65 psi. So you need to use like your little tire pressure.
Yeah, I'll go
That's
get it.
If your home water pressure is less than 65 psi, you will not need to check the pressure. Just fill until the water stops. You're filled up and pressurized. But if your house is pressurized for more than 65, you gotta stop it at 65 so it doesn't over pressurize.
Okay, so I just partially filled this up. So I'm going to turn the valve off. That way I can detach this. I'm just going to test to see if this works with the pressure that's in there right now. Okay, turn the valve back on. Look at that! That works amazingly. That's a lot of pressure. I'm impressed. Okay, I got my trusty air pressure gauge. I'm gonna plug this back in and see if I can fill it up to 65 psi, which is what this row shower is rated for. And open. Okay, now water is going back in, so I'm going to just monitor the pressure in here. 25 psi. 60 psi is where it's staying. And I believe it's full. I'm going to go ahead and turn this valve off. And I will turn off the city water. Disconnect it from the city water. Once you got to make sure that this black valve over here that connects the hose to the row shower is closed, otherwise pressure will come out.
That's what I was wondering what was happening.
Screw on this,
Okay.
spray it back in, and then turn this water back on. You hear that?
I heard it.
That was the hose pressurizing. Ready? That is a lot of pressure. There's a lot of things that shouldn't get wet around here.
Can you adjust the pressure that's coming, or the nozzle?
Like the type of spray?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a regular garden hose nozzle. The people at Road Shower say if it's over 70 degrees outside, the water inside this row shower will go up by 10 degrees every hour. So in theory, if it's over 70 out and you've got 50-degree water in here, in 2 hours it'll get up to 70. And I'm not sure if it'll go higher than the ambient temperature. I'm assuming that it could because it's black and it's metal.
There's a warning that if it's too hot, then you could burn yourself.
The water could be too hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gotta park in shade on hot days.
Or just not use it. Right? Because there's no way to mix this water with cold water. Whatever temperature you got in there is what you got. Or you can wait until the sun goes down
Yeah.
and then just continue testing the water temperature and see where it's at before you shower. So the nice thing about this is it's completely solar powered in that it's not photovoltaic like a solar panel, but it's solar power in that it's the sun heats the shower exterior and then heats the water inside. So we don't have to burn propane, we don't have to use electricity or anything to get this thing working. And as you can tell, if you got a pressurized garden hose from city water, you don't even need that bike pump for the Schrader valve. So we're really excited about this. This is the normal standard row shower 4. They also make a smaller one than this and also a bigger one than this. The smaller one holds 4 gallons. This one holds 7 gallons. And the large one holds 10 gallons. This one's going to work perfectly for us. The space we have behind the solar panel and all the way to the end of the van is just about this size. So I want to thank Roshower for providing this for us to use, and we're really excited to be able to incorporate this into our travels.
Especially at the beach when the kids are all sandy and they want to climb on our beds. We can rinse them
Yeah,
off.
right.
That's a big thing for us.
It's not just having water to be able to hose them off, having pressurized water.
Yeah.
That makes a huge difference. And without having to run electricity, which is what we had to do before. So thank you guys again, and we look forward to thoroughly examining and review this unit over the next couple of months once we got it installed. So look out for an install video that's coming up on our channel. If you're not subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are, we appreciate you continuing to support us. Well, that's it. That's it for this video. And hope to see you guys in the next one.